The first card out, Gemini, the energy coming into this reading is the Death card. So this is, I feel like, the end of a chapter. This is a chapter coming to a close. This is a cycle that is now, I guess, ending in someone's life, and it's quite significant, I feel. And you see, we're encouraged here at the end of chapters to really look over the way we have interpreted situations, how we have reacted to situations, and how we can grow from those. Because after any chapter in someone's life, there is this sense of development in some way, and it can be a very positive development if we really take the time to have a period of introspection, go within and understand oneself and the lessons that we can learn from it. Okay, so I would like to see what this is about, Gemini. 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 Okay. We have the Page of Swords. So this is someone observing a situation, okay, and researching a situation and standing quite firm as well. You know, this is a card for me that can represent, you know, being a little bit guarded as well. Perhaps hesitant, you know. I feel like even though they are holding the sword, even though, you know, they are ready to go in some way, it's this sense of hesitation to move forward. Okay, and I'm seeing these clouds here, and I'm actually getting an image here. You see how they look like they're falling down? And this is dreams, you know. For me, clouds, it's about dreams, right? So something has felt like it's been falling down in a way, and they're having to stand on guard, stand up quite tall, okay, quite firm. And the swords can represent intelligence. They can represent wisdom and truth and sincerity as well. But it can go both ways, okay. It can feel like perhaps you know, more thought needs to be put into a situation. But this is a card of observation and listening. And you see how they're looking at this. You know, they're observing this. They're looking at this Death card. So it's something on their mind. So I feel like whoever this resonates with, they will know what this represents to them. And this is quite a youthful energy, this page, okay? So a page is, you know, there's a lot of growth here. So a page is the start of something. You see how we have the Death, which is a closing of a chapter. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is, you know, the opening of a chapter. Gemini. Gemini. Daily. Gemini. Okay. So I was just saying to my guides, I was saying, please give me the right card to come out. Please give me something that is quite of substance, quite of clarity, that can be quite, you know, that is going to really help Gemini. And what came out was the Devil card. Okay, so this is a need to let go of something, letting go of something unhealthy. And this can be an unhealthy behavior, this can be an unhealthy cycle that perhaps keeps repeating. But it's saying, you know, there is this need now to let go, you know. And once someone lets go, so you see these chains here on these individuals, it's actually, they're quite loose. They're quite loose chains, so they could actually get up and they could walk out of those chains whenever they wish. So it's kind of this, you know, in a way sometimes it can represent obsession of sort, or just some sort of thing that holds their mind, you know. It has control over their mind in some way, and it's saying, you know, walk out of these chains. And, you know, once someone walks out of chains, there's a lot of possibility ahead, okay, because they've been tied down. They've been tied down and now they can move again. So, I mean, imagine the, you know, the sort of freedom they can have, you know, once they unleash these chains. And this did come out with the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is someone juggling, okay? And I feel like this is saying let go of something that someone is having to kind of, you know, Pentacles represent success. They resemble, you know, tangible things in life, things that we are working towards, okay? They represent, you know, things that we do that, you know, are in the 3D. Duties, morals, values, perhaps, you know, some sort of idea that is of substance that is manifesting itself. And it's saying perhaps we need to stop juggling as much. And I'm actually seeing someone juggling and falling over. So you see how they're kind of toppling here? I'm seeing them juggle and then just kind of fall over. You know, they're not on stable ground here, I feel. So it's about getting to that stable ground. Okay, and I would like to say, Gemini, that at the bottom of the deck, there is the Sun card. And the Sun card is about true happiness. It's about freedom. It's about success, okay? And I did notice that, and I don't usually look at the bottom that much, only when it really, you know, it shows itself, you know, it peeks out at me. And I did, you know, I feel like this is definitely a message that there is going to be this security, this happiness, this freedom, or perhaps there is already, and this is past energy. But there's a sense of needing to let go. You see how this person is, you know, this child, you know, that's the freedom of being a child, you know, they have really let go. And there's this sincereness, this feeling of perhaps innocence behind that, you know, that they can go back to that sort of way, you know, the simplicities of childhood, okay? So perhaps it's about taking a step back and really thinking about, you know, things from a really simple point of view, okay? Letting go and taking things one step at a time. And I feel like that's where success is going to be. So there is a decision here, I feel, that needs to be made. Gemini. Okay. So the cards that have come out. So we do have the Four of Swords. So someone is taking the time to take a step back, have some rest, have some peace and quiet, and really think about something quite deeply in order to come to a conclusion about how they should move forward. And this is about overcoming challenges. So this is a card actually of overcoming challenges. And now, you know, laying and really sitting on it and thinking quite deeply. And there is a window here. So there's a window of, I feel like this window represents a window of opportunity. So once they come out of this phase of deep thought, there is a window of opportunity. And the card to finish the reading is the Queen of Wands. So this is someone that has the power to grow something. This is someone that can tend to, you know, a metaphorical garden. They can grow a garden, they can plant the seeds, they can water them, they can nurture them, and they have the power to be quite successful. And this is someone quite caring, quite protective. Again, you know, I sense the protection with the Page of Swords here, that they are quite protective and supportive and caring and kind, and they have the best intentions. They're quite sincere. And they hold on to things quite tightly because, you know, they have this inside of them, this feeling of, you know, protection, feeling like, you know, they want to make sure everything is stable, everything is growing quite well, okay? And she's looking off into the distance, okay? So you see how, you know, at the beginning we started with the Page of Swords. And now this person is looking the other way. This person is looking at the way forward, you know, after taking this time. Okay, so that is the end of the general reading for Gemini. Is there a card here for Gemini that they can take into consideration, you know, take note of today? Okay, this could be quite significant, this could be quite small. Okay. So the High Priestess, this card is about introspection. This is about having everything that someone needs in order to follow their intuition here. Okay, they have the information, they have the ability here to follow their intuition, and this is actually a card of taking a step back as well, you know. Assessing the black and white, okay, and going within themselves here. It's quite a spiritual card. So I'm getting a take note of assessing a situation. Not only from, you know, this period of taking a step back into deep thought, but also deep intuition, okay? So really connecting here with their soul on a deeper level. Because that window of opportunity is quite colourful. Okay, Gemini, that's your daily reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.